Fry, the clumsy, good-hearted delivery boy from the 20th century who somehow survives every danger in the future, except the disasters of his love life.
Oh, Fry, it is you!
Here are Fry's most disastrous relationships, one after another. Let's begin with one of Fry's strangest choices, falling for a girlfriend who wasn't even human, but a robot version of a Hollywood star. I Dated a Robot, Season 3, Episode 15. In this episode, Fry takes the idea of dating the wrong person to a whole new level by downloading the personality of actress Lucy Liu into a robot body. Yes, you heard that right. Fry doesn't just get a crush on a celebrity, download a celebrity disc, pops it into a robot shell, and creates the perfect girlfriend, the Liu bot. At first, Fry is completely smitten. He can hardly believe Lucy Liu is standing in front of him, even if she is made of metal. He's stunned into silence when she tells him she finds him attractive.
You're one sexy man. Fill up, J. Fry!
Fry is shocked that someone like Lucy Liu could like him, but the professor quickly bursts his bubble, pointing out that she's only programmed that way. Still, Fry doesn't care. The Liu bot adores him, laughs at his jokes, and never disagrees. To Fry, this feels like the perfect romance he's been waiting for. The rest of the Planet Express crew is horrified. Leela warns him he's wasting his life. Bender sneers that it's unhealthy, and the professor declares it's just a copy in VCR. To drive the point home, they even make Fry watch a propaganda film called Don't Date Robots, which explains in the most over-the-top way that dating machines will ruin humanity and eventually lead to Earth's destruction. But while the video shows chaos and doom, Fry is too busy making out with the Liu bot to pay attention. Things spiral when the crew learns Fry isn't the only one with a digital girlfriend. The company has been illegally downloading celebrity personalities, even using Lucy Liu's preserved head against her will. What seemed like romance now looks mass-produced, creepy, and dangerous. The conflict peaks when the crew breaks into the factory to rescue the Lucy heads. The owner unleashes countless Liu bots to stop them, but the crew destroys them all, except for the one with Fry. He refuses to let her go, claiming he loves Lucy. The real Lucy tells him that if he truly loves her, he must let her go. Confronted with the truth, Fry realizes the Liu bot isn't real. She can't grow, change, or disagree. She exists only to flatter him. For someone desperate for genuine connection, this is devastating. Fry is left with the crushing truth that his perfect girlfriend was nothing but programmed affection. It wasn't love, it was an illusion. In the end, all he has is heartbreak, embarrassment, and a lasting reminder. If your girlfriend comes on a compact disc, the relationship is doomed. Next comes a moment when Fry thinks a little fun can't hurt, only to find himself literally stuck in a relationship he doesn't want. Put Your Head on My Shoulders, Season 2, Episode 7. Amy goes car shopping and buys a new car. Later, she asks Leela and Fry if they want to take it for a spin to Mercury. Fry agrees, and the two set out together. Before long, the car runs out of fuel, stranding them on the scorching planet. Leela calls the Amerasian Auto Association for help. While waiting, Fry and Amy close the glass roof to block the heat, and start chatting about some random nonsense. Amy is happy and says it feels good to have someone who enjoys the same kind of junk talk.
You know, Fry, it's nice to find someone I can talk to about stuff and junk.
Yeah.
That light connection brings them closer, and on the way back, they kiss and become intimate. Later, while the crew gathers around the table to talk, Fry and Amy are too distracted by each other to focus. They hold hands, gaze into each other's eyes, and agree that they want to spend the night together. For a moment, it seems like the beginning of something bright. Amy suggests another trip, this time to Europa. Then she adds that she really likes hanging out with Fry.
You know, Fry, I really like hanging out with you.
The phrase hanging out instantly unsettles him. To her, it sounds casual, but Fry takes it differently. He starts to feel pressure. He talks to Leela about it, admitting that Amy feels too serious, that he's not a one-woman man, and that her constant presence is bothering him, and he also wonders if she only wants a trophy partner. Soon after, Amy asks Fry if he's ready for a picnic. Confused, he blurts that Dr. Zoidberg will come too. During the drive, Amy tries to discuss movies and Valentine's Day, but Fry finally says they need to talk. Before he can explain, Zoidberg interferes with the steering wheel and the car crashes. Fry's body is destroyed. but Zoidberg saves him by attaching his head to Amy's shoulder. Amy's excited they'll now spend more time together, but Fry feels trapped. Eventually, Fry tells her he likes her, but they're spending too much time together. He suggests they see other people. Amy instantly agrees and asks if she can go out on Valentine's Day with someone else. Fry accepts, and they both end up stuck together on a double date. Amy's paired with Gary, while Bender arranges an elderly woman for Fry, who soon abandons him. Gary tries to take Amy home, but Fry is helplessly attached. Leela steps in and saves him by pulling Gary in to talk about banking regulations. The next morning, Zoidberg restores Fry's head into his own body, and Amy and Fry quietly separate. What began as light-hearted fun turns into one of Fry's most disastrous relationships. Suffocating closeness, mismatched feelings, and the humiliation of being dumped while still physically attached. From heartbreak on land to heartbreak under the sea, Fry's next romance comes with a mermaid named Umbriel. The Deep South, Season 2, Episode 12. It starts when Hermes, the Planet Express bureaucrat, files the wrong form. He tries to get a pet license for Nibbler, but it turns into a mandatory fishing license. Rules are rules, so the crew heads to the Atlantic. After hours drifting, Bender uses the ship's diamond tether to fish, hooking a colossal mouth bass that drags them to the ocean floor. The ship ends up on the seabed. It can't fly underwater, so the engines won't run. The crew is stuck and now has to figure out how to get food and fix the ship. To find food, Fry goes outside, and that's when it happens. He spots Umbriel, a beautiful mermaid with a playful smile. She giggles at him and swims away, leaving Fry stunned. For a man who can barely get a date on land, being flirted with by a mermaid is overwhelming. He falls too hard, too fast, and rushes back to tell the crew what he saw. But no one believes him. They laugh it off, accusing him of ocean madness. That night, Fry's hallucination proves real. Umbriel knocks on his window, and Fry excitedly follows her out. She places a device in his mouth so he can breathe and talk underwater. Together, they sit by a volcanic vent and spend some quality time.
Tell me more about that bizarre landy world you come from. Is there water there too?
Sure, sometimes it falls from the sky.
They wander through glowing reefs, watch sea creatures clash, and even explore the ruins of a sunken city. To Fry, it feels like the romance of a lifetime. Meanwhile, the crew searches for Fry and discovers the lost city of Atlanta, now home to evolved mer people. There, they find him with Umbriel, hand in hand. When Leela and the others insist it's time to leave, Fry refuses, declaring he will stay underwater forever with her.
Come on, Fry. Wait, I'm not going with you.
But Fry, what about us? What about your life on the surface?
A rash decision that shows how reckless this romance has become. Later, in Umbriel's room, she asks Fry to make a mer woman out of me. As they fool around, he becomes confused by her tale, and she explains mermaids reproduce through external fertilization. Fry freezes in horror, the dream collapsing into a nightmare in an instant. Panicked, Fry bolts. He races back, clinging to Bender's fishing hook as the ship rises. Fry didn't just lose a mermaid, he lost his illusion of a perfect love, crushed by a biology lesson he'll never forget. Think that was insane? Now comes Morgan Proctor, whose twisted fascination with Fry makes this relationship one of the most degrading of them all. How Hermes requisitioned his groove back. Season 2, Episode 11. The trouble begins when Hermes prepares for a promotion at Planet Express. The central bureaucracy sends an inspector to review his work, and Hermes feels confident. But during a poker game hosted by Leela, Bender cheats, runs into Hermes' office, and gets beaten up by angry players. The office is wrecked, and Hermes' chances are ruined. The inspector, Morgan Proctor, cancels the promotion and places Hermes on forced paid vacation. Depressed, Hermes leaves with his wife, following Zoidberg's advice to try Spa 5. Morgan steps in as acting bureaucrat. She's strict, cold, and fascinated by disorder. While checking everyone's lockers, she's disgusted by Fry's messy, filthy locker full of junk. But instead of punishing him, she dismisses the crew and keeps Fry alone. His sloppiness excites her, and she begins forcing a secret relationship onto him. Right from the start, Fry looks more confused than happy, proof that this romance is built on her obsession, not his choice.
Now listen, you filthy pig. No one can know about us. If anyone asks, I'll deny it.
She considers him a filthy slopjock, and the only reason she's attracted to Fry is his messy attitude, not genuine feelings. Right there in front of the crew, she promotes him to Executive Delivery Boy. At first, it looks like a win for Fry, but it's hollow. He isn't being rewarded for skill or effort, just for being the target of Morgan's strange obsession. At 3 in the morning, Morgan shows up at Fry's apartment, kissing him and dragging him into intimacy. And it only gets worse when Bender walks in and discovers the truth. Bender threatens to expose them.
Mr. Bender, about last night, that was just a misunderstanding.
So Morgan erases his personality, puts it on a disk, and ships it to the central bureaucracy. Fry begs her to stop, but she ignores him. Every time Fry protests, Morgan snaps back, calling him dirty boy and turning arguments into twisted foreplay. Fry shouts that he's sick of her and her bureaucracy, finally showing how trapped he really feels. This is the moment it's obvious. Fry isn't in love. He's stuck in someone else's power trip. Eventually, with Hermes' help, Bender's disc is recovered, but Morgan doesn't soften. Instead, she fires Fry in pure arrogance, ending things coldly. For Fry, the whole experience is humiliation from start to finish. An affair that never gave him joy, only control, insults, and a reminder that not every attraction counts as love. Next comes Fry's reunion with Michelle, his old flame from the 20th century, proving that some past loves should stay frozen. The Cryonic Woman, Season 2, Episode 19. It begins with Fry and Bender getting fired from Planet Express after a disastrous delivery to the cryogenics lab. Leela also gets fired for leaving the keys unattended, letting Fry and Bender mess with them, a downright nonsense reason. While searching for a new job, Leela uses career chips from their old jobs to ask about openings. By accident, Leela and Fry's chips get swapped, and Fry ends up as a cryogenic counselor. On the job, Fry makes a shocking discovery. Michelle, his old girlfriend from the 20th century, has frozen herself. She wakes up in the year 3000, and suddenly Fry's past is standing right in front of him.
Fry, it is you!
Fry asks Michelle why she froze herself, and she explains that her life collapsed after leaving him. Her marriage to Charles ended, and she was left alone. Remembering her happiest time with Fry, she froze for a fresh start. Reunited, they spend time together, but Michelle struggles to adjust to the future. Feeling out of place, she insists they escape somewhere with only each other. Pressuring Fry with declarations of love, she demands commitment, pushing him until he reluctantly agrees to travel forward in time. They arrive in the year 4000. Fry's disappointed, but Michelle insists fate reunited them. Michelle is still mean and controlling. She orders Fry to build a shelter immediately.
Now come on, build us a shelter!
Alright, fine. Everything else sucks.
Fry digs into the ground, trying to find space, while Michelle just stands there complaining, saying he expects her to live in a tiny hole. While they sleep, a group of children capture them, led by their chief, Butch. Fry asks to join their society, but Michelle mocks him as unambitious, demanding he become chief instead. Wanting to please her, Fry challenges Butch, who insists on settling it through death rolling. Even then, Michelle offers no support, calling him a loser and urging him to prove her wrong. Fry narrowly wins the contest. Just then, the children's mother arrives to take them to school. Fry's confused, but Michelle mocks him, calling him a loser in both 2000 and 4000.
You were a loser in the year 2000 and you're a loser in the year 4000.
Frustrated, Fry insists that in 3000 he had everything. Michelle snaps back. Quit standing up for yourself, Fry. He walks away, lost and wandering, until Leela and the crew find him. They explain it isn't 4000 at all. He was frozen for only 2 days in Pauly Shore's cryotube, bound for a movie screening, and that they're actually in Los Angeles. Michelle soon drives up with another man, bluntly ending things. Exhausted, Fry resolves to give up on women and focus on his career. Every moment Fry spent with Michelle was filled with pressure, insults, and manipulation. In the end, Fry learns that going back to the past can drag you into the same pain all over again. And Michelle proves that some relationships are better left frozen forever. Finally, Fry's love for Leela reveals how devastating it can be when one heart is all in and the other is unsure. Overclockwise, Season 6, Episode 25. The episode kicks off when Leela approaches Fry with something heavy on her mind. She wants to talk about their relationship. For Fry, this moment feels like a chance to celebrate what he already sees as the most important part of his life. But Leela's face doesn't reflect the same certainty. She admits she's uneasy, pointing out their constant on-again, off-again pattern. This is the first crack. Fry is sure about her, while she's unsure about him. And the truth is, when one person is fully invested and the other is doubting, the relationship is already tilting toward disaster. Leela continues with her worries about the future. She wonders where they would be in 10 years.
If we were together, where would we be 10 years from now? Still here?
Questioning if they would still be in the same place, stuck in the same cycle. Fry answers with optimism. He believes love is enough to carry them forward. To him, the details don't matter as long as they're together. But this difference in outlook is toxic for Fry. His love is unconditional, yet Leela wants guarantees he simply can't give. As pressure mounts back on Earth with legal troubles involving the crew, Leela makes a choice that crushes Fry. She ends things, telling him she can't keep holding on to an uncertain future. For Fry, this feels like the ground collapsing beneath him. His entire happiness rests on her, and suddenly it's gone. His heartbreak is so deep that he spirals into despair, first getting injured when a bridge collapses under him. Still haunted by suicidal thoughts, he goes to Niagara Falls and sits inside a barrel, which then plunges over the edge, showing just how lost he feels without her. Later, Leela returns, admitting she had missed both the place and Fry. She asks Bender to predict their future. Bender hands them a folded slip of paper. Both Fry and Leela open it and read in silence. Their faces soften, and for a moment they share quiet tenderness. Yet even this moment can't erase the hurt. Fry has once again given everything, while Leela still can't offer the same certainty. This relationship is completely disastrous for Fry. He loves without hesitation, while she hesitates at every step. No matter how much hope he carries, love can't survive when one heart is all in and the other is still unsure. So there you have it. Fry's most disastrous relationships in Futurama. From robot illusions to toxic exes, every romance left him more broken than before. Do you think Fry deserved better? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more cartoon deep dives.